Well, there was a different site that I had. Here it is. Here it is. Got it.
Boop, boop, boop. We are live.
Are we?
Yeah, it says we're live.
Why you ain't flip the thingy?
Shut up. Because you know how we run this stuff.
The reason why I did that, because I was waiting for you to say, "I can see it over here," because that's your answer.
I can't see it over there.
I know, but. So we're live. Hold on. Oh wait, did you not log into this thing?
I've been busy printing out papers and stuff while you over here getting fat off the man.
Sir, I was getting your pizza.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm here for you.
You still get fat off the man.
I'm not.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Michael.
I'm Leroy.
We got a couple of topics we're talking about in today's press play. What we gonna start with? Probably not. There we go.
All right.
We're pretty close to starting on time here at 8:04, 02:03. Not bad. We got people giving them a chance to kind of get into the chat, whatnot. So that's cool. So what are we talking about today?
I don't know. You tell me.
You tell me. You want me to talk so you can eat your pizza?
Just one slice. I'm hungry, man.
You've already had several slices.
I've had a few squares.
Okay, great. So we are talking about the title of this whole thing. I put the one stream to rule them all.
Ooh.
Disney Plus comes out in 4 days, November 12th.
Disney
will not let you forget that. They have been,
unlike somebody else.
Yeah, they have been talking about it forever.
Yep.
Through Twitter, Instagram, all
D23.
over. Yeah, everywhere. So we're going to talk about Disney Plus, some of the controversy surrounding it in terms of some ads that you may have to run.
It's not going to be ad free, y'all.
Well, they've clarified. Supposedly, well, we'll get to it, but they've clarified on the ads. Also,
I know.
There has been
They lied to us.
There has been an agreement made between Disney and a major streaming distributor so that they can run their service.
We know. Well, I know.
Yeah.
I hope they know.
Also, we're going to get to some Fortnite stuff.
I really want everybody else's opinion because I feel one way, but then I want to hear what everybody else says. Yeah. That's why I put this topic in.
Okay. And DC Uinverse.
Here for y'all.
Yeah, you explain that better.
Here for y'all about this because I'm going to sign up for it because that might be getting me out of this rat hole. I can be I can be Kevin Feige over there and on DCU. Where do you want to start?
Let's start.
You want to start big or you want to start small?
Let's do Fortnite.
Cool. Let's start with Fortnite. All right.
D. Steezel, what's up? What's good to you as well, sir?
All right. Here, I'm going to read the...
This info is coming from Polygon.
From Polygon.
Yeah.
FaZe Jarvis, a YouTuber with nearly 2 million subscribers, has been permanently banned from playing Fortnite after uploading videos where he uses cheating software to kill enemies, known as aimbots. Jarvis used the accuracy modifications to gain advantage in non-competitive modes, such as solos. The now deleted footage that seems to have gotten Jarvis in trouble shows him never missing a shot, all while admitting he's using cheats to do it. In a video where he announces his ban from the game, Jarvis seems emotional as he recounts that his professional career is tied to the Battle Royale game. I wouldn't be here without this game. All I was thinking about was as I was
making...
You should
say he says.
He says. I did say that.
You did.
All I was thinking about as I was making those videos was just how entertaining and interesting these videos would be for you guys to watch, he continues. It didn't even cross my mind to think I could be banned for life from Fortnite.
Cool.
The Fortnite Terms of Service note that a game forbids...
You're going to read the whole thing?
No, just this one page to give everybody an overview. The Fortnite Terms of Service note that the game forbids the use of cheats, bots, scripts, or mods not expressly authorized by Epic, especially anything that may give you or another user an advantage over other players who do not use such methods. Let's discuss.
Mm-hmm. So, he used cheating software, so he should get the ban, right?
Hold on.
I mean, just
let's
looking at what he did, he should get.
Before you go, let's.
I thought you just said let's discuss.
I want to give. He's 17.
I don't care about his age.
The reason why I say that is because, as he's still a child,
you can be tried for an adult in some states.
I agree. However,
so,
we both know, because we've done news before, we've heard from experts that say the mind is not fully developed as a teenager. So he made this mistake. He's a YouTuber who only plays Fortnite. That he's a professional in the sense of he gets paid to play the game.
He's a professional streamer.
Professional streamer.
Yeah.
With that being said, now go. Because I want to make sure people understand it isn't like DJ disrespect. In other words, it's not a...
You let me know when I can talk.
Go ahead.
I can talk now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he deserved that.
Really?
Done. No, I mean,
really?
so
Even with
just based off the thing, I don't care that you're a child.
Okay.
To me, if you're making millions of dollars, or if this is a profession to you that you can do whatever.
We don't know if he's making millions. We just know he has 2 million subscribers.
If you're making millions, or even if you're not making millions.
Making thousands?
Even if you're making thousands.
Dollars.
If this is your profession, you're 17 years old. Even if you were 16 or whatever, if you have decided to make this a profession, it's time to step up, and that's now your job.
Okay.
Like, you got to know what you signed up for.
Okay.
Now, maybe should somebody have looked over it with him? Possibly. So, I mean, just looking at that, I think, yeah, you can get banned. But isn't there an issue about other people?
This is where. So this is why
I don't know
bring
if that's
this
in
up.
that. Is it?
Oh, it's not.
I don't think that is. That's what I was saying. I don't think that's the article you were looking at.
Oh man.
That was just about him.
Oh, okay. So the reason why I asked that is because as a child, I still Ramble Ron, D Stizzle, IMAX. What's up, guys? You're all going to do a Watchmen episode 3. We will. We're just have to get the game back together. Man, it's been a election season.
Okay. So side note.
Yeah.
In addition to doing this press play, which we thank you guys so much for watching and talking with us.
Yeah.
We got some other videos we got to cut. We got to do the Watchmen review. We got to do a reaction for Soul. He might do that in the reaction. I don't know. There was another trailer that I think that you and Lauren might want to watch on Invisible Man. I don't know if you had heard about that.
Oh yeah, 2020. I don't know because I don't know if it's gonna be good.
That stopped us from doing a trailer reaction.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to like react because I don't want to.
It's got Elizabeth Moss in it. She's a great actress.
Is she?
Yes, I think so. I was like, really?
Okay.
Okay. But we got a bunch of stuff we're cutting.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Ramble Ron, we're going to get to that. Now, reason why I bring that up is because you bring up he's a professional. And I'm not knocking him being a professional streamer. This is where I have a problem with. And Ramble Ron says aimbot sucked. Yeah, ban his bleep. Didn't say this time. Progress.
Yeah.
The reason why Polygon, and I wish I knew the name of the woman who wrote the article, brings up a very good point. In one of the actual matches that was for competition, sanctioned by I forget exactly which one, there was a player caught cheating and only got a temporary ban. So what I'm bringing up is you need to be consistent. If this kid did this, which I have no problem with there being punishments and stipulations. The reason why it caught my attention is because this brings up how are we going to regulate kids who play professionally these games, and also how are they treated as professionals when we don't do the same for our other professional athletes at 17? If someone had done something and they were in the NCAA, now don't get me wrong, I am by no means sanctioning NCAA. I believe they are slave owners, and I believe that whole NCAA should be broken up based on how they have used and abused players. But what I will say is, if a player had did something wrong in the NCAA, depending on the fraction, they would not be banned from life.
True.
And so that's where I bring up to where he's 17. He should have read the rules.
Well, it's a question of NCAA's been around for decades, centuries, right?
No, that's
decades. Yeah, decades. I don't know history. Whatever. They've been around for a while.
A good 50 somewhat years.
Right. They don't have it right yet. We know.
Oh no.
But
terrible organization.
Of the time they do have some things in place to help people out. And I say that to say, do we need some type of overall governing sanctioned body for esports?
We do. We have NACE.
What is NACE?
NACE is the National Alliance for Competitive. I forget what it's called, but
okay.
type it in here. We have NACE, but NACE is for collegiate athletes.
Okay.
So, and this is where this is where it gets tricky. Whereas the NCAA and you have that regulates college athletes, and by no means, and again, Do not mistake us. We are not fans of the NCAA. They make
I
mistakes.
haven't made my opinions known about the NCAA.
I'm saying as a channel, we do not support the NCAA in anything they do.
All right, fair
in
enough.
other words, like, we don't support if somebody comes on and is like, well, I think that we're not supporting the NCAA. We're just commenting on the fact that the NCAA does regulate college athletics. Now, NACE regulates college athletics when it comes to esports, as long as you're part of the organization. This kid was not in college.
Right.
He was playing the game. He's basically an independent contractor. So what do we need to ensure? And again, he's a part of FaZe Clan. So I'm not gonna say that I don't just blame him. I blame FaZe Clan, because FaZe Clan should have explained, this is what you can and can't do, signed as one of our athletes. And this is the thing.
Do we know that they haven't done that?
And this is where I say we need to hear from them.
Because for the article that Polygon did was a few days ago, and at the time of their publication of the article, FaZe Clan had not responded.
No, and that's why I said we automatically, and could be the thing, FaZe Clan could be working with Epic to get him unbanned. We don't know. The problem that I have is that this kid at 17 is making his professional career, and who was there to help him not make these mistakes? And that's where I say a permanent ban, I don't know. But I do believe he should have been punished. But to what extent? And that's where I wonder. And that's why I kind of ease up on the permanent ban. Now, I will say this. If you are a streamer and you are making your ducats by streaming games, doing gameplay, diversify. Because this is and I understand where you're about to go, because you're like, you need to play one game and be good at that one game.
For the most part, yeah. So like that's how you. But it's hard to play multiple games.
This is a problem. He's now banned from Fortnite. He makes his entire living from Fortnite.
But isn't it similar to an athlete who specializes in one sport and then they have to get banned?
True, but the thing is, they don't ban you. See what I'm saying? In other words, and that's where I'm asking, should he have played multiple games that had multiple streams? Because even athletes have multiple streams of income when they're not playing anymore.
So, on November 5th, this was a tweet from FaZe Banks, who is the FaZe Clan owner.
Okay.
What Jarvis did was obviously stupid. It was a mistake, and the point has been made very clear. Fortnite is a huge part of his life, and I just don't see the punishment fitting the crime.
Destroying a 17-year-old kid's life, and that's where I come
Hashtag free Jarvis.
And that's where I come at it. Destroying this kid, he's obviously crushed. Obviously, he made a mistake, and it seems to be that I'm not advocating regulations, but in order for them to keep these kids in line, because so many people are playing this game, there needs to be some type of rule. And when you allow a company to make the rules, they can arbitrarily change whatever they want. And that's the problem that I have with. So let's get to some of the comments. I said comments. When a popular live streamer gets busted for breaking the rules, they usually get a slap on the wrist. D Stizzle is right, because again, I bring up DJ Disrespect, or Dr. Disrespect. I'm sorry, I said DJ. NCAA are like the NFL. They both are horrible. Damien Estrada, I will go one step further. In my opinion, the NCAA is worse because at least in the NFL you are allowed to get paid. And that's because it is a professional league, the NFL. The NCAA are amateur sports that, to me, takes advantage of the amateurism while everybody else is getting paid by the athletes. John G, I think a year ban is good enough because at minimum using aimbots is not accidental. John G, I can agree with that. D Stizzle, the Fab Five, have been preaching about some kind of compensation for athletes since the 90s.
Patricia Hernandez is the person who wrote the article. You were asking for a name, Patricia Hernandez.
Because I had the thing up on my computer, but I didn't print it out, and that's my mistake.
Credit to Patricia Hernandez.
And she's the one who brought up. So scroll down because
it is. Sorry, it is. I'm reading now. It's in the thing.
Okay, and so that's where I was getting at. Professionals hadn't even got banned for life in competition. He was just playing for fun. Yeah. He admitted, I'm doing this to show you, so I can understand people saying, he needs to be punished, he needs to understand, read the rules and regulations. But he wasn't doing it in a actual competition for money. He was doing it for his channel to always put up, and we run into this problem. He had to provide content for his channel because that's how the algorithm works.
So then let's add this paragraph.
Go ahead.
Regarding why he got a permanent ban versus other people got a year ban. According to Patricia Hernandez's report, it says, it seems that the cheating method made a difference in Epic's decision. The professional players, temporarily banned earlier this year, teamed up and made an agreement, whereas aimbots are something that anyone could theoretically look up and buy, making them more pervasive. Cheating software also directly tampers with how the game works.
And that's where I said,
so when these guys were cheating, apparently they were cheating amongst each other.
I got a fatal on Sunset Boulevard, multiple people.
Okay.
Vans at the township.
Okay. Let's get Lauren.
Pull him.
Where's she at?
She's at Lower
She's
Richland.
all the way in Lower Richland, though, isn't she?
Pull Van.
Vans at the township with Andrea.
I'll pull Van.
What's more important?
I'll pull Van.
Hold on, guys. Don't pull Van?
No, I would pull Van.
I'd pull Van. A fatal is more important than
I
whatever.
think so, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is what we have to do, guys. This is real news coming up.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
No, this is fine.
Yeah,
we
we're
like
live.
for them to see this. I would say pull Van. And say what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What, you don't want them to see
You
this?
don't
I mean, this
No.
is...
See,
the-
this
is
you
not-
don't want
no.
them to see where us deciding what's more important, a fatal or Andrea at the township.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, but I don't think everybody needs to hear that.
But I'd say pull Van. And hopefully he's got enough by now.
I would hope so.
At 8:20. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. All right.
I'll see if I can get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Appreciate it. So that's where I would say. I don't care if they were cheating amongst themselves. They were still cheating in a competition for money.
Yeah.
They were cheating in a competition where they would be ranked, they would be paid. This is a kid who was just cheating, and it wasn't even really cheating. He was trying to come up with content for his channel. He was cheating in the Battle Royale game against other players who did not know he was using it, probably, which is messed up. And that's why I advocate the year ban or however long, but forever, I disagree. I definitely disagree with that because I don't want to see this kid destroyed like that.
Yeah.
When people who are actively cheating in competition only got temporary bans.
That's true.
It's not the same. And that's what I say. And I throw it to the chat to say, okay guys, what needs to happen? Because we're now seeing kids make millions of dollars by playing these Battle Royale games. And what is in place for them to help them not make mistakes that, I'm gonna be honest with you, at 17, I was not very bright. Hell, I ain't that bright now, some would argue. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that as something we should be penalizing kids for. See, IMAX, forever, ever. And that's where I have the problem with. So, what's up? Is that Zaylon Mara?
Could be.
What's up, Brian Barrett? In the NFL, they negotiate the rules. Correct. Brian Barrett brings up a great point. The NFL has a players' union that negotiates the rules with the owners. That they negotiate how their salaries. They negotiate benefits. They work together for the benefit of the game. That's the problem with right now. We're beholden to these companies. Epic. Who makes Overwatch? Bethesda?
Blizzard.
Sorry,
Yeah.
It was a B word. You're beholden to these people when they make arbitrary rules. And they're making rules based on a financial incentive. But it has to be equal. It has to be, you can't ban a kid who's 17 who made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, we're pressuring these YouTube streamers to constantly give us content. And he probably got caught up that I have to continue to post something interesting to get people's attention, or I lose my status. The algorithm will bump you down. So that's where I come at it.
You want next topic?
Next topic, guys. Let's talk about. I'm going to go to DC Unscripted. So here's one thing that I think you guys would be interested in, and here's what I'm going to read from DC's website themselves. So you guys didn't know what DC Unlimited is. It's the app where you can stream all DC Comics content. It also has comics that you can download and read. But this is the coolest thing that I've seen in a while. So DC Unscripted is saying, I want your pitch idea. If you're a creator who's found yourself so inspired by the DC Universe and want to do something of your own with DC's iconic heroes and villains, well, it's your lucky day. We've just launched a new initiative through which you can pitch unscripted concept and video series ideas for DC Universe. Presenting DCU Unscripted. Now, this is a partnership with Ideas United. You have to be a member of Ideas United to be able to submit your pitch. But the idea is that you can pitch your idea, your scripted idea, to DC, and they will make it a show. And you get paid for it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that is cool as I don't. I cannot explain how awesome an idea that is. So if you go to DC, type in DCU Unscripted, it will bring you to the site, but then you click on it, it says, there's a video, here's the about, there's a timeline, there's a deadline. Now remember, you have to be a member of Ideas United. So here we go. Fans are invited to submit their best show ideas. The top 10 will pitch their ideas directly to DCU executives. The top 3 will develop their ideas with DC Universe and IU for pilots. Excuse me. Here are the prizes. Round 1, the top 25 submissions earn $250. Round 2, the top 10 submissions each earn $1,000 plus a trip to pitch your idea to DCU executives and industry professionals in LA. Round 3, the top 3 submissions earn each $5,000 and an associate producer credit in the pilot. The winners also receive travel to the pilot shoot and the chance to work alongside the crew to bring their show to life. Round 4, the entrant for the top pilot will earn another $5,000 and an associate producer credit in the DC Universe series. The winner also receives travel to the pilot shoot and a chance to work alongside the crew to bring the series to life. Whew! An idea that you create using their characters, pitch it, and it's a show. I cannot tell you. Rayshawn, this is what I think is so interesting. This is an opportunity for fans to, whatever idea, we've all had these ideas. We've all said, what happened if Superman was this? What happened if that? This is your idea to pitch a scripted series using DC characters for what you want to see on the DC Universe. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect DC Universe going forward, considering we have HBO Max and HBO, and will DC Universe get roped into HBO Max and be a part of that streaming service? I don't know. John G, I definitely like to see more content involving the different Green Lanterns. You're going to get part of your wish because Greg Berlanti is going to be doing a Green Lantern show on HBO Max. I'm wondering what that budget's going to be, but people have been clamoring, like John J says, for a Green Lantern Corps show. So we're going to finally get that show, but there are other Green Lanterns or maybe Blue Lanterns or Red Lanterns you can pitch for this service. And this is one of the things I think that is so cool in our industry, as far as the nerd industry, where they're actually listening to fans and making fans' dreams come true to a certain extent. I don't know of any other industry that says, hey, you come up with the content, you come up with an idea, we'll help you make it happen. Yeah, it's a competition, you got to be able, and this is the thing, you have to be able to pitch your idea, so you can't just be, oh, this is great on paper. You got to be able to sell it to them. You got to be able to say, this is the idea I think not only will make you money, but will be intelligent, something different, something we've never seen. Because that's basically what they're looking for. They're looking for something out of their think tank they did not come up with. They want something from us, the fans. D. Stiesel, personally, I think Marvel has been hiring the wrong type of talent lately. I don't know where you're going with that. Give me some more information so I can talk about that. But what do you think? Adam Strange series? No one know who he is. I saw him Krypton series. You will see Adam Strange to a certain extent. Storm Shadow, glad you joined us. In the Strange Adventure series on the HBO Max, there was a Strange Adventure series where you're going to see some of the lesser known characters like an Adam Strange, and a whole bunch of other people you're going to see that don't normally get their own show or their own movie. You're probably going to see a lot of characters that you saw in the Justice League Unlimited when they used to switch up and they would have Green Lantern and Supergirl with Booster Gold and stuff like that. So you're going to get a little bit of that in that Strange Adventures. De-Stizzle, the whole emotional spectrum has always been a brilliant concept. Correct, and this is your opportunity to pitch the idea. I've always said that the comics are great, and DC's animation is great, better than Marvel. They have killed Marvel in that arena. So let's see what else they can do with some of these lesser known characters. Jordan Dawkins, hi, what's up, man? Didn't mean to say man. You could be a woman. I don't know. But one of the cool things about this is, so here's the timeline. October the 3rd, submissions open. November the 18th, submissions close. We just now found out about it because it just rolled through my timeline. So, guys, we've got about, 11 days? December 13th, top 10 ideas selected. January 2020, pitch event. Top 3 ideas chosen by DC Uinverse. Pilot, March 2020, pilot's development begins. June 2020, pilot's premiere. That's awesome as hell, man. That really is. So here's the how-to. Read the rules. Brainstorm a brilliant idea for an original streaming series. Submit your idea here and join IU's network. If you're not already a member, you can apply while you submit. Find out if you're a top 10 finalist on December 13, 2019. Fly to LA. Prepare your pitch with industry professionals. Develop your idea. Win cash and prizes. Inspire the multiverse. I mean, this is kind of what we've always wanted. We've always wanted an idea. We've always wanted this, an idea for our voice to be heard and see our idea come to fruition. D-Stizzle, I will say some comics and animation. I will definitely say animation when it comes to DC. Some comics, because House of X and Powers of X, you got to read that. I cannot speak more about that. A lot of people are loving Immortal Hulk. For DC, for me, I'm loving Naomi. I'm loving Tom King's Batman, but that's just me. Also, Deceased, one of the best books out there. It's their take on zombies in the DC Universe. Oh my gosh, one of the best books. Tom Taylor, I want to say. They should bring back Swamp Thing since they got HBO Max. Not sure, Storm Shadow, if they're going to bring back Swamp Thing because of the cost of each episode. Remember, they originally had, it was X amount of dollars per episode. And keep in mind, you guys got to remember cost when it comes to this. So when you're pitching this, don't pitch the next Skybeam show because budget. So that's something you can kind of consider when you're doing this. If it's animation, if it's live action, remember, as you pitch a show, cost, budget. What do you need to bring this show to life? I know you guys think that Warner Brothers has a limited amount of money. We have found out they do not. So that's one of the, to me, the coolest thing that's out there. I want to hear from some of you guys. Don't give me your pitch. Hold your pitch. Send it to them. But is this something, Batman 82? We'll talk about that later. I have opinions on that, Batman 82. What do you guys think? Is this something you guys are interested in? Is this something you would really follow through? This is something something you've always dreamed about? Let us know. We really want to hear from you guys. I'm surprised it's taken them this long. Honestly, I'm actually surprised it's taken them this long to do something like this. We've had fan input before. When it came to killing Jason Todd, that was definitely fan input. But this is different. This is new. All right, here's the rules. Original non-narrative unscripted show ideas only. All narrative interpretations of DC characters will be disqualified. Don't submit that Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman story you've always wanted to tell. You must be an active and approved member of Ideas United Network. Must be 18 years or older. Must be a legal resident of the United States. Must complete the submission form and submit creative component. You agree to the rules, regulations, that kind of thing. All right. There's a frequently asked questions page. And a button for you to submit. So I say go crazy. Apologies for the hijack. NBA DF's drafts. Kings. Miami is starting Duncan Robinson in place of Winslow Robinson or Herzing. Don't know yet. IMAX don't know. I gotta go look at that. I normally don't start watching the NBA honestly till around Christmas time, because first couple of games don't really matter, and everybody gets into the playoffs. That's just me. But that's what DC is doing. And I'm be honest with you, when you're behind when it comes to certain things, and a lot of people will say Marvel is the big brother to DC's little brother, it causes you to be more creative. I don't think that. I think they're on par, neck and neck, depending on what you're asking about, whether it's comics, whether it's animation. Right now, one of the best animated movies or best comic movies of all time to me is Into the Spider-Verse. However, that does not mean we couldn't get a Batman Beyond movie on par with Into the Spider-Verse that could take its place. I personally would like to see DC. I think what the worlds of DC is doing right now is where they need to go. Don't worry about a connected universe. They'll figure that out later. Or just say, it's all connected, it's all part of the multiverse. There is this version of Joker, this version of Joker, that version of Batman. Say it's all connected and it's all part of the multiverse. And you can do whatever you want. I say for Marvel, go. I would love to see Marvel do something like this. I honestly would say all of them should do some version of this. Some version of allowing fans, like fans who want to get into the business, fans who want to give their ideas, to be able to submit them. DC has done a very good job.
Everything he said was garbage.
I'm going to mud stomp this Negro. I can't say what I want to do.
All right, so what you talking about?
DC
Okay.
Uinverse. I honestly feel like more companies should do this and have an outlet for fans to be able to get into the business, so it's not so murky, so it's not so... it's one of those things where if you want to become a doctor, here's the career path for you. If you want to become a lawyer, an accountant, there's a career path for you. I think comics and some of this entertainment stuff, there needs to be better career paths for those people. And this is a perfect opportunity for that. So I want to read some of the comments. IMAX, I have Stargate SG-1 video game idea I need to run past Ubisoft. IMAX, you pitched that idea.
Ubisoft need a hit, so they might.
You saw that they did Legion, Watch Dogs, and all the other games. They said nope. We're gonna. And you saw that they.
We talked about it on our press play last week.
But they also said they're going to make them cross-platform.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that too? I don't remember.
We know that part hadn't come out.
Yeah,
we talked about it got delayed.
So yeah, they're going to be cross-platform. So
yeah.
I think that's another reason why. I'm digging Hickman's X-Men run, but after his epic Secret Wars, I just think Marvel dropped the ball big time with their all-new... This is where I agree with you. Renumbering everything and starting over, can't stand it. Cannot stand it. Keep it consistent. I love what DC did with their legacy numbers and just went back to that. Storm Shadow says DC should do a standalone movie, no connects. Great opportunity for Bumblebee fans, John G. I mean, I honestly think this is a great idea. Now, granted, we apologize. We did not know about it until yesterday. So, because this mission's open at October the 3rd.
Okay.
It closes.
When does it close?
November the 17th or 18th.
Okay, people got time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So.
All right, so we're gonna move to the other topic.
Yeah, you start that.
Disney Plus, the one stream to rule them all. That, at least they hope so. Now, the chief man for Disney, more or less, Bob Iger, has said, we're not really competing with Netflix and Hulu yet because we don't have the content. Mm-hmm. They may say that, but they are pushing this like they are competing with the top dogs of Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, all that stuff.
Do you think so? Even with this, to me, I don't see them. I don't see them competing as far as. Well, maybe I'm wording this wrong. They're just trying to get a foot in the door. To me,
yeah.
Because those three services you mentioned are already established.
Yeah,
we are like. You already know about Amazon Prime. You already know about Hulu. You already know about Netflix.
True. But we also know that Disney owns a majority of Hulu. So they're making bank off of that.
Yep, some people.
We also know Netflix has lost subscribers.
First time in a long time.
Yeah. So they're not hitting on all cylinders. And I think the most recent reports for Netflix were that they're always operating at a deficit
Now, somebody
or some type of debt.
There's a video, and I meant to watch it before because when you brought up, is Netflix ever going to make any money? There is a video that says how Netflix makes money. I don't know how that works. It is for people smarter than me.
Yeah.
But there is a video because that was something mentioned in a telecast. One of the award shows brought it up, and people came for. And so I want to go back and watch, but there is a way that Netflix is making money. But go ahead.
Okay, so all that's happening. We know Disney Plus comes out November 12th.
Whoo! I'm gonna try to come to work that day.
So I still.
You come to work that day?
Yeah, I'll be at work. I still haven't seen.
Sure.
Shut up. I still haven't seen how I get the app yet.
Because
and maybe they're waiting till the day of, which seems crazy.
Dude,
but
I've been checking every day
Yeah.
to see where this app, and I honestly think it's not gonna drop till Monday night.
I mean, I was on Xbox Live earlier this week playing, I don't know, Devil May Cry 5 or something, and there was a window that popped up that showed Disney Plus for a second, and then it refreshed to something else, and it never come back up.
See, I'm on Google right now,
Yeah.
and it's not up. I typed in Disney Plus. Anything Disney just brings me some other.
And we know that Disney Plus is going to be everywhere.
In America.
Right. We know that it was coming to all the streaming services, but
John Donuts is overseas and says that he's not getting it.
John Donuts is back.
No. We've talked to him before.
Oh, okay.
Other people from other countries have talked about how they're not going to get the service until a later date. So, go ahead. Your train of thought, man. Where you going?
We got like breaking news happening, bro. We got real stuff happening.
This is real stuff. These people are real.
Okay. So yeah, Disney Plus, we know it's supposed to be streaming everywhere on all the services, but at one point it wasn't going to be on the Fire Stick, on Fire TV, because Amazon and Disney Plus couldn't agree to something. But late, I think sometime today, or within the past few days, hours, whatever, Amazon and Disney have come to an agreement so that
Gentleman's agreement?
Yeah, you can stream Disney Plus on Amazon Fire TV.
Because it would be a shame if Amazon couldn't advertise on anything Disney owns.
Yeah.
That's a blow.
Yes. Also, there was an issue that an ad was going to run with Stars.
Go on.
When Disney Plus first was coming, they said there was going to be no commercials.
They said it was not supported by ads. It was commercial free. That's what they told us, Disney.
That's true. I feel like that's still true.
How?
Because
How, sir?
you only see the ad once you sign up for the service. After you do that, you don't see the ad anymore.
Okay.
That's what they say. Now, they say that once you as you're signing up, you'll see an ad for Stars, and then that goes away. And you don't have to sign up for it. You still get all your stuff, and that goes away. That's the only time you see the ad.
Question.
Yeah.
If I sign up for Stars through this supposedly ad through Disney Plus, do I get a discount?
I don't know. They haven't said anything like that.
You need to research that, man.
Well, nobody's really said that. But the reason for the ad is so that Disney can show all of their Star Wars and some of the stuff that Stars has. They want to be able to show it at launch. Yep. So this is what the agreement they came to.
Because Disney basically put themselves in this corner. Same thing with what Marvel did with their property, selling it off to everybody. Because if you remember, Warner Brothers doesn't own the streaming rights to the Harry Potter movies.
Right.
They won't get that until what, 2023, 2025? Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
It's a good.
Yeah.
John G says the golden age of piracy is coming. I think John G is probably already here. I know people who have not. I'm not gonna put any names out, but I know people who are not buying HBO and they're streaming Watchmen through pirated sites, through torrent sites. It's already here. I will say the streaming war. This is the streaming Cold War. The streaming war starts 2020. 2020, the streaming war starts. Because that's when you'll have the last two major players show up. NBC,
Peacock.
HBO Max.
Proud as a peacock, baby.
And that's when you'll start to see, that's when you're going to start to see poaching of different talents. You're going to start to see canceling of shows that don't make it, that don't work. Netflix is already trying to prune and get rid of what they believe is unfulfilled series. I will say this. As much as people come at Disney, as much as people do not like what Disney has done, how they handle things, I will say Disney has done a better job of just about anybody in premiering their new streaming service. Because you said what launched November 3rd or 4th?
November 1st was Apple TV Plus.
Anybody watching it? You watching it?
I'm not watching it. And I've seen commercials for it, but I still don't feel like they...
Where'd you see him? You saw him on TV or you saw him when you
TV.
watched it? Okay.
I've seen them on TV and the internet.
Okay.
I still don't feel like they do a strong enough hint to say that it's here. Or maybe I'm just done with the ad, so I don't pay attention to that part. Either way, not great on Apple TV Plus part.
Which is sad. I wouldn't say sad. And I honestly thought Apple could be the quiet come through and be like the shark in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe that now. I based on what they presented,
Mm-hmm.
based on how they've launched their service, I feel like they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
it's sad because these are the people who sell you, not you, not me, you, because I ain't buying them.
We know you got the Android.
Oh yeah, Samsung for life, son.
Mm-hmm.
Gang gang. They sell you $1,000 iPhones.
Yeah.
So how in the world like people know when an iPhone drops? You got people lining around the building for an iPhone.
Yeah.
How in the world do you flub the launch of your new streaming service, but can sell people $1,000 worth of electronics?
Very true.
And so that's why I said this is really bad. I feel like Apple, and none of the shows are catching on in the beginning.
Yeah, do we know like what ratings or viewers? They're probably not really releasing those numbers.
There is a company called Parrot Analytical. I'm trying to remember what they're.
Speak up so they can hear you in the microphone.
Parrot streaming. Parrot streaming. I can't spell. Streaming service. What's the word I'm looking?
I don't know.
Parrot streaming service. Hold on. No. Parrot. Is this it? No. Ah. Here we go. Is it Parrot Analytics? Okay, I was correct. So basically, Parrot Analytics is the ones who track streaming numbers. There's a couple other companies do it because Netflix does not release numbers unless they want you to know, and even then, it's a bunch of BS because you don't know what analytics they're using. They have said that Apple TV's service has not done that great. Now, this is the problem with that. Not that great to what?
Right.
Because,
what are they comparing it to?
Yep. Because at least if you have the Nielsen ratings, you can say households, demographics. You can break it down.
Yeah.
You can also do Nielsen ratings. How much of that show people actually watched? Did you watch the first 5 minutes? Did you watch the whole thing? We have none of that.
Right.
You have no commercials in the service. So does it mean? So did you start watching it and then stop, then finish it? Because how many times do you watch something at work and then finish it
later? Yeah. Very true.
We don't know. So it's kind of hard to compare this information because you don't know what you're comparing it to. I feel like Apple is at a disadvantage because I feel like they dumped all of this money into prestige shows and didn't dump any money into other things. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound bad, but this is what people have called it, elitist type shows. Because when you look at the shows,
Prestige television.
it seems a lot of people are calling Apple the snobby streaming service with the shows that they created.
Okay.
And
Nobody's really feeling any of their shows for the most part.
but not just,
People are excited about the astronaut show.
but why are they excited for it?
I don't know. People just seem to be excited. I'm excited for it. It
Because
seems
it's the same creator from Battlestar Galactica. It's Ronald D. Moore. I think that's his name.
Okay.
So yeah, that's part of the reason why. It's an alternative future or present where Russia landed on the moon before we did.
Okay.
But it's written by Ronald Moore, so that's what has some people excited. I don't know why these shows aren't hitting. I haven't watched them. I am actually interested in the morning show.
Okay.
I am actually interested in C, but I'm not willing to pay that extra money to get it.
Right. For sure.
What do you think? I mean, for you, we watched morning show. You liked it.
We watched the trailer. I haven't seen the show.
You know what I meant.
I didn't. You got to clarify. We have not seen the show. We've seen the trailer, and the trailer seemed intriguing. I still want to see it. I just don't want to pay for Apple TV because nothing about it is whatever to me. And it also hurts that I'm pretty sure for the Apple service, it's not binge content. Like, not everything is all out at once.
No.
Right.
They put the first 3 episodes of each of their shows, and then they come out weekly.
Yeah, like I almost want everything to be out so I can maybe
watch it at your leisure.
Well, not even that, but subscribe for a month, watch it all, and then cancel.
Oh.
That's what I want.
Oh, I thought you meant like watch it at your leisure. Excuse me, so you can see if it's good.
Yeah.
I don't. Apple TV, Apple. So let's read some of these comments. IMAX and for life. Appreciate that. Apple TV is only available for about 50% of today's platforms. DC Diesel, and that's a problem. That is if your service is not available for more people, then how are people going to watch your shows? The C series looks dope though. A lot of people are really liking the C only because they won't know how to baby C. And how do blind people know?
There's a lot of questions about how everything works for everything, for sure. Yeah.
Well, Rayshawn K, Apple Plus will have more used than Disney Plus because of the free year with new devices. But Rayshawn K, I don't know if you know this, Disney Plus is being given away by
Verizon.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is the problem. From Apple Plus, I think they're at a disadvantage because Disney already has built in television shows at launch that people want. Apple does not have a Mandalorian.
Right.
Apple has no show that is like, I am going.
There was no show when they announced they were like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what this is.
Even with Steven Spielberg attached.
But his show at launch?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is you have no show. So I understand where you're coming from, but even if it's free, people still ain't watching you. Yeah. So that's a problem. IMAX says, I'd like to see Defying Gravity rebooted on one of these streaming services. Somebody's got to buy the rights for that. And that's probably going to be languishing in just a one season. So don't get your hopes up. I don't want to kill your dreams. It might happen.
Disney could buy it.
I'm not saying they couldn't, because people are going to start running out of franchises pretty soon.
Yeah.
But the problem with Disney Plus versus Apple TV Plus is that Disney knows their audience. And they have flooded the market for you to know when it's coming out, what's coming on it. Whereas to me, Apple is a tech company trying to get into the television game.
Yeah.
When they've realized that people are not buying these things like they used to.
Right.
Apple used to control the market.
Right.
I don't know if you guys know this. Apple as a company controlled 30% of the market share when it came to cell phones, laptops. With their Final Cut Pro, they ruled the industry. They were cutting edge. They were the man. Now, they're playing catch up. And Brian Barrett,
I don't know how many shows they launched with, so I couldn't.
I know for a fact they launched with 3 shows, at least 3. Now it could be more than that, but that's the problem. Disney Plus ain't launching with just 3 shows. Disney Plus is coming for you and your family. Disney Plus is like, you will watch us. We got something on this channel for you to watch.
Yeah. And also, like Brian also pointed out, Apple has no back catalog of stuff. So it's just kind of like, what else are you going to watch once you're done with these couple of shows?
And I don't know
and now I'm just paying this price. But Apple Plus TV is cheap.
It's not cheaper than Disney Plus.
Are you sure?
Not for what you get. Think about it. Disney
I'm not worried about the quality. I'm just saying like the numerical value.
The numerical value is cheaper. It's $4.99.
Yes.
It is still not.
Is it worth it?
It's not worth it compared to Disney Plus because Disney Plus is what?
Everything.
No. It's not.
Oh, is that what you were asking?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
I didn't know where you were going.
Because that means all of us on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I mean,
this whole thing is on Disney Plus. It's a simulation.
Yeah. Synchronization. That'd be great.
So yeah, I feel like has an Apple TV. So Apple TV was a hub for, let's say you like Hulu, and you like certain shows on Hulu. You like Superstore. You like Apple TV itself was a hub for all of those shows. Right. So if you use Apple TV, when you open the service, then you would see these shows. But how many times? And this is I've heard from people who own Apple TV. They just go click on their show. They didn't even know Apple TV Plus launched. Okay. They didn't even get an alert on their phone. So how will you, like, you're dropping the ball when you have an iPhone. and you don't even get an alert that this service dropped.
Well, I wonder if they were worried about like, oh, you just pushing stuff to my phone now.
You already did that with YouTube.
Right. And what I'm saying is maybe they learned a lesson. Like maybe we're not going to do that again.
You need to do that with this.
Well,
Disney is coming for you, Apple.
but hindsight is 2020. Maybe if they had done that, people like, how dare you tell me this? I didn't want this.
This is the thing. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
People were mad at a free YouTube album.
Yeah.
So this isn't. This is just them saying, "Hey, here's the service. It launched." That's all you had to do. You have literally millions of devices out there.
Mm-hmm.
You could have easily done it.
Okay.
It could have easily, like a service update. You know, when you get a system install, you could have easily said, if you want, click here for Apple TV Plus. It launched today. Okay. I don't understand how they dropped the ball that badly. For a major corporation like that, a multinational corporation like that, I don't understand how you drop the ball like that. But don't worry, Disney will pick it up like they do everything else. So, you good?
Man, you know, we got stuff to do.
You got stuff to do. I'm about to eat this pizza. So, guys, I want to say thank you for joining us. We're sorry about the breaking news. We're going to go get into that. You had mentioned something about comics. DC Uinverse started out good, but they lost focus with the whole Doomsday Clock storyline. I read the first couple of issues. I'm just going to buy them all and then read them at once. I'm not worried about all the connectivity. I'd see the MCU do one-off movies with other teams, X Factor, Next Avengers. IMAX, you're not going to see that because they haven't figured out how to integrate Xavier's children yet. Once they figure that out, then you're going to start to see other things. But I will say this, you're going to start seeing movies, movie quality movies on Disney Plus. Ant-Man 3, I think is going to be one of those movies that goes to Disney Plus. So I want to say thank you to you guys for watching. Let's go. Disney is $6.99. I pay that for the 90s X. I pay that for the 90 X-Men show too. Tailspin, Gummy Bears, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales. $6.99 is nothing. I paid 3 years in advance for this. So we're gonna wrap this show up, guys. I want to say hi to Brian Barrett, D Stizzle, IMAX, Ray Sean, John G, Storm Shadow. Want to get everybody's name in here. Zaylin Maru, Damon Estrada, Ramble Ron. I want to say thanks to everybody who joined us. Dreadlock, what's up, man? We didn't see you. We got to end this. We got some breaking news we got to attend to. So we want to say thank you. Good night. And let us know. Next week we're going to talk about Disney Plus for real because it launches Tuesday. So we definitely will talk about it on Thursday. So we're out. Don't tell me what to do, man. I'm grown.